I like looking at pictures, even if they're not my own family. Tell the story.
He was such a happy baby. Oh my God. He was so happy all the time.
Is it hard to talk about?
No, I love talking about him. I talk about him to anybody that'll listen. I loved seeing him on the hockey rink, and I think that was really, really his happy place, you know, where he could just sort of be free. His friends packed up immediately from schools, wherever they were, and came over, and the family started showing up, and I was just in shock. You know, we tried. We were doing CPR, and not a chance. He was long gone. I don't say he overdosed. I say he died from fentanyl poisoning. Truthfully, like at the end of the day, to me, he was murdered. Because he asked for one thing, they gave him something different, and it took his life.
On a single sad night, November 2nd, Dina's son, Matthew Loudon, became one of the nearly 92,000 fatal overdoses in 2020 alone, much of it driven by fentanyl. Problem is, there's so many of these drugs that are now on the street that the DEA had to set up a secret forensics lab just to try and keep up. We're making our way there now. Scott Olton is Deputy Assistant Administrator of the DEA's Office of Forensic Sciences.
You're getting more pills, and more of those pills are coming back positive for fentanyl?
Almost every one of them come back positive.
In 2019, the DEA seized roughly 2.2 million pills. In 2022, 50.6 million pills. At the beginning of the opioid epidemic, many of the pills were authentic. The majority of the pills being seized today, at the borders, on the streets, even in schools,
Over 99% of what we see are fake. They contain fentanyl.
99%. That's mind-numbing.
and look closely at how sophisticated the counterfeiters have become.
And just for an example, these are some of the ones that we will seize that have the same M and the score and the 30 on the other side.
If you look at what is real here and the rainbow fentanyl, they're not even really trying anymore to disguise this. This is clearly fake. But also, if you look at this 800 grams of fentanyl, that turns into 400 to 500,000 potentially lethal pills. Think about that, one bag, potentially 400 to 500,000 lethal doses.
It's the message the DEA wants out there. One pill can kill. The days of experimentation are over. And so this sophisticated lab has to keep up, trying to analyze these pills down to their molecular structure, using the equivalent of an MRI machine.
We have seen hundreds and hundreds of unique combinations. So we'll see one with contains fentanyl, one with fentanyl and xylazine, one with fentanyl and caffeine, one with fentanyl and acetaminophen, and you don't know what you're getting.
How hard is it to keep up with how much counterfeit stuff there is out there?
The market is constantly changing. So we are trying to do everything we can from a science base to keep up with that. One pill can kill. Don't take the chance. It's not worth your life.
It's a message Dina wishes Matthew could have heard. So instead, she has made it her mission to be his voice.
As soon as you can start having these conversations with your children at an age where they can really, really comprehend it, I think it just needs to be talked about. It's Russian roulette. You never know what you're going to get.